So welcome to another Tokyo Revengers video guys. And yeah, it's been months since we talked about this series. But then a lot of crazy things happened that rekindled my interest. All members of the Toman gang are shown, including Mikey. They even showed us a small glimpse of Mikey's dark impulse. This scene gave me chills. And there is a battle between the Toman gang and the Utsuya Kaiden gang. Not gonna lie, I totally did not expect this series to be this good. So I want all Tokyo Revengers fans to be more interested in this series. The story has been so intense so far. In this video, we are going to talk from chapter 12 to chapter 14. If some of you want to know what happened before and my thoughts on it, you can find it on the channel's playlist, created specifically for this series. So, no one knows where Ryusei went. Basically, he gets kidnapped by a gang. So when Chifu tries to find him, he also gets caught up in the gang. He is shocked to see Ryusei's condition there. They tortured him so cruelly. All this was done by Utsuya Kaiden gang's vice captain. Now both are stuck here. Chifu discovers Ryusei's secret that he belongs to the Utsuya Kaiden gang before joining the Toman. Chifu is confused as to why Ryusei is being tortured by members of his former gang. But Chifu still doesn't know the whole truth. Ryusei then reveals the fact that the vice captain of the gang is his close friend. Kojiro and Ryusei have been friends since childhood. Since their parents were always busy with their work at home, Kojiro and Ryusei started spending time together. At some point, they became notorious in Utsuya. Ryusei and Kojiro were a formidable duo. Because no one could defeat them, all the delinquent in Utsuya's area started working for them. This is how this Utsuya Kaiden gang was created. But Kojiro did not like his decision at all, abandoning him for the Toman gang, leaving Kojiro furious and frustrated. This is why he kidnaps and brutally tortures Ryusei. I have to say this, the author does not hold back to draw such scenes. His art is very good. We can feel the intensity of the story with his art. Chifu asks Kojiro to stop beating him. Ryusei suddenly tells him to shut up. It was a fight between them, and he didn't want Chifu to get involved. Kojiro isn't too keen on Chifu either, saying that if Ryusei realizes his mistake and returns to the Utsuya Kaiden gang, he'll let Chifu leave. But Chifu didn't feel like leaving him here alone. Chifu remembers all the times he spent with him. On the one hand, Kojiro is mercilessly attacking Ryusei. As Kojiro goes to attack him again, Chifu suddenly interrupts between them. So Chifu took the damage. This is one of my favorite moments. Another one of my favorite scene comes after this. Although Chifu doesn't fully know what happened between them, he says that he will never give up on his friend. This enrages Kojiro so much that Kojiro reaches out to hit Chifu with a baseball bat. As the Utsuya Kaiden gang members surrounds him, suddenly a ball hit his bat and the bat slipped from his hand. As all the members of the Utsuya Kaiden gang turn around, Baji comes alone to save them. When I read this scene for the first time, words cannot express how happy that made me. This is where I started loving this series so much. Kojiro is happy to see Baji here. Kojiro says that Baji's character hasn't changed yet. Chifu didn't quite understand anything going on here. He thinks how Baji knows them. Baji tells Chifu to save Ryusei and get out of here. Chifu does as he is told, not arguing against it. Then, Kojiro goes very fast to attack Baji. As Baji dodges the attack, Kojiro suddenly grabs a knife and slashes Baji's cheek. This is how the Utsuya Kaiden gang always fights. As Chifu goes to save Ryusei, the Utsuya Kaiden gang members surround him. He's ready to face them, just then Ryusei attacks Chifu. He decides to rejoin the Utsuya Kaiden gang. But subconsciously Ryusei feels guilty for this decision. On July 7th, the Toman gang and the Utsuya Kaiden gang decide to clash. So Baji should discuss this with other Toman members. And yeah, we see other Toman gang members for the first time in the series. This is Chifu's first time meeting them. This is what happened when Chifu met Mikey for the first time. This scene is very funny. But Chifu is very nervous though. Chifu introduces himself with more fear and nervousness. But Mitsuyu suddenly says, "Someone." Baji acknowledges, "That's all we need to know." If you think about it, this scene is very wholesome. They didn't want to make Chifu nervous. They are very friendly with him. But Draken's concern is about the Uchiha Kaiten gang. The Uchiha Kaiten is currently growing in manpower on par with the Toman gang. So Draken no longer wants to negotiate and back down. He says that the time has come to destroy the Uchiha Kaiten gang. But Baji suddenly interrupts and asks them to hand over this fight to First Division. Everyone is shocked to hear this. Because the First Division didn't have enough men to face Uchiha Kaiten's entire gang. So it doesn't seem like a good idea for Draken. Baji doesn't want Ryusei to be a bad person and go down the wrong path. Baji still feels guilty about what happened to Kazutora. Also, Ryusei is the vice captain of the First Division. Mitsuya, Draken, and Pachin say it's too dangerous. But only Mikey agrees. Mikey pretends not to care about this, but subconsciously, he knows it's very dangerous. Before disbanding the meeting, Mikey gives Baji a warning. Mikey tells Baji that the rest of Toman's gang won't interfere in this battle. But if you lose, I'll kill you. At this moment, Chifu senses Mikey's aura for the first time. This made his body tremble. That was one of the best moments in the series for me. Mikey doesn't want the reputation of the Toman gang to be tarnished. He cares a lot about this gang. Mikey also has faith in Baji, but it is too dangerous for one division to face an entire gang, which will tarnish the name of the Toman gang. So this concludes chapter 14. We will see what happened in the next video. And I'm sure some of you are still reading the letter from Baji series. If you are reading this, let me know below. Anyway, if you guys like this video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. And good luck to all.